During the time when Herod was king of Judea, there was a priest called Zechariah who came from the Abijah priestly division. He was married to Elizabeth, who was also descended from Aaron the priest. They both did what was right before God, being careful to follow all the Lord's commandments and regulations. They had no children because Elizabeth wasn't able to have any, and they were both growing old. While Zechariah was serving as a priest before God, on behalf of his priestly division, he was chosen by lot according to priestly custom to enter the temple of the Lord and burn incense. During the time of offering incense, a large crowd of people were praying outside. An angel of the Lord appeared to Zechariah, standing to the right of the altar of incense. When Zechariah saw the angel, he was startled and became terrified. But the angel told him, "Don't be afraid, Zechariah. Your prayer has been heard, and your wife Elizabeth will bear you a son, and you shall call him John. He will bring you joy and gladness, and many will celebrate his birth. He will be great in the sight of the Lord. He will refuse to drink wine or other alcoholic drink. He will be filled with the Holy Spirit even before he's born. He will turn many Israelites back to the Lord their God. He will go ahead of the Lord in the spirit and power of Elijah, to turn the fathers back to thinking about their children, and to turn those who are rebellious back to a right understanding, to prepare a people ready for the Lord." "How can I be sure about this?" Zechariah asked the angel. "I'm an old man, and my wife is getting old too." "I am Gabriel," the angel replied. "I stand in God's presence, and I was sent to speak to you and give you this good news. But since you didn't believe what I told you, you'll become dumb, unable to speak, until the appointed time when my words come true." Outside, the people were waiting for Zechariah, wondering why he was taking so long in the temple. When eventually he came out, he couldn't speak to them. They realized he'd seen a vision in the temple, for though he could make gestures, he was completely unable to speak. After he'd finished his time of service, he went back home. Sometime later, his wife Elizabeth became pregnant. She stayed at home for 5 months. "The Lord has done this for me," she said. "Now that he's taken away my disgrace in the eyes of others,